welcome to Transmissions Alt Mode, where we talk all news, comics, and media related to the Transformers. On this episode, we talk about a Transformers reference in the new video game Starfield, and Hasbro partners with a British designer to bring us some god-awful Transformers merch. Today is Friday, September 15th, 2023, and this is episode 355 of Transmissions Alt Mode.
Welcome to Transmissions Alt Mode, the podcast that feels Hasbro is sending a pretty strong signal about our merch with their latest collaboration. I'm your host, Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast, and I am joined by the excellent Transmissions team of Jeremy.
Hello. How are you, Daryl? I think our merch is just fine.
Our merch is really good by comparison, and we will talk about this in a bit because yikes.
Yeah.
But
let's talk Transformers.
You got it. Let's do it. Before we do, we've got some business to take care of, and I love talking about this. This is we got some new Donatreons. Well, one new and one re-upping, or not re-upping, but increasing. So we want to welcome to the fold Jason. So thanks for coming to joining the party, Jason. It's always nice to have a new Donatreon come and join the party. And Aaron, man, you doubled it up, man. Thank you. So it's nice to have you to feel the love and have you increase your donation. So thank you, buddy. What Donatreons get is we have a lot of shows that we do. What are we doing here? We got they got our Patreon. We got we like big bots. I am not a regular host, and I have not been hosting for a number of weeks. So this is going to be a really crappy episode. So buckle up. We like big bots. That is a show that I host with Dr. Pants, and we talk about some big robots that we have in our collection. Some really big freaking bots that we just like to, because we like big bots. So
you can't lie.
No, and why wouldn't? Not about big
other
bots.
bots can't deny.
You can't. So it's a great show. Dr. Pants and I have done 10 of them already, and then life happened, and we're getting back into them now because life is not happening anymore. So look for some new shows, and that is a Donatreon exclusive. So you can get those. You can also get the live play RPG Empire of Rust. That is run and produced by our excellent producer and editor Mike, and he is. This is the show that's up right now is the season 2 finale. And do I have that up there? How did it get so late so soon? That is the name of that episode, and that is episode 109. And you can definitely find that at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. So Donatreons do get a unedited version of each episode, and it does come out a week early. But if you are just interested in listening to that show, then you can just listen to it regular. You just have to wait a week later, and you will get an edited down version. So the unedited one is you get everything that's said during the recording sessions. The edited one is kind of edited down, and it's
much more
cropped for time.
Polished.
Yeah. So those are fun and quite popular from what I've understood. Charles loves them. So there you go. If you find yourself like Charles, then you'll probably like it. The one thing we want to talk about right now, though, is we got a new comic that we've been hawking, and it's coming out soon. So we are selling this thing on our website. We set up a whole new store. This is transmissionspodcast.com/comic, and you can go there and you can order this thing. It's a pre-order up right now. The comic will come out October the 4th. We're charging $15 plus shipping and handling. You can also bundle it with our older comic that we did, the Till All Are One #1 cover. That is a really cool deal. The Talola one is just a $5 add-on and no other shipping and handling. So it's really quite nice to. Oh, is it? It adds more? Okay.
It increases the weight.
Not by much, but anyway, I guess it adds more. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So yeah, so the first cover, the Transformers #1 from Skybound, is done by EJ Sue. And this is a great cover. You can see it on the screen if you're watching the video. We've posted this image all around social media, so you've probably seen it. It's a great image of Starscream, and it looks pretty awesome. So we're really looking forward to this thing getting in people's hands. And then you can bundle it, like I said, with our older cover, which is done by Alex Milne. So that's a cool one too.
And
Josh Perez did the colors. Yeah, that's right. All right. What's next? What do I do next here?
Toy hacks.
Toy hacks. We got a toy hacks code. That's right. Do you like stickers? Do you like stickers on your toys? Well, then you should hear about toyhacks.com. Toy Hacks does all kinds of stickers for all kinds of crazy things. And we have a code if you'd want it. If you're going to buy something from Toy Hacks, then you should probably use the code that we have. It's TFMPOD09. Why do they use zeros and O's in the same code? No idea. It's a terrible business decision, but they do. So we try to make it easy to figure out. But it's TFMP0DO. Nope, I did it wrong. See? Bad idea, guys.
TFM Pod 09 or 09.
TFM Pod 09. That's right. TFM Pod 09. And that will get you 15% off of your Toy Hacks order, and that's just for being a listener. So yeah, there you go. And that doesn't this code can be used with Robo Points, but cannot be combined with other discounts or promotions. So yeah. And if you're a lucky winner of one of our Toy Hacks draws, which we do every single month, you can use that gift card or gift code as well as this Toy Hacks code, and get yourself some great stuff. So looking forward to getting another code out there. I know we there was a winner drawn while I was away. I got to catch up on that. Yeah. So whoever that was, I'll be in touch eventually. I got to figure out who you are. So
it's bad that you're back and Charles was gone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're Pokeroo. You guys know who that is? No. Okay, that's a Canadian reference for you there. Look that up. Canadiana. Anyway, we're gonna move on to media news. That's right. Media news. So first up, we're going to talk about Transformers EarthSpark, and it is getting a Japanese dub promotional video and on the official Japanese website. So that's pretty cool. I assume this show was out already in Japan, but I guess not. So cool. It looks good, and it'd be nice that the Japanese audience can see this show now. Up next, Transformers Beast Wars. You know how much I love Beast Wars. So Beast Wars and Beast Wars 2 is getting a special screening in Japan. So this is just a selection of shows. So they will be. You can get your tickets. Not that a lot of us are, but you can get your tickets on the website ticketpay.jp. It's scheduled for Saturday, October the 1st at 6 p.m. And they're going to show the Clash Beast Warriors. Apparently it's a compilation film made up of footage from the first season of Beast Wars, and it's all in Japanese. Then they're going to show Leo Convoy in Imminent Danger, which is an original 45-minute Beast Wars 2 animation featuring the special appearance of Convoy / Optimus Primal, who teams up with Leo Convoy. Beast Wars Metals, which is a Japanese dub of Beast Wars Trans Metals episode Bad Spark. And Then they're going to also show Beast Wars Metal's Convoy's Great Transformation, which was originally shown in the 1999 Summer Toei Anime Fair. This is the Japanese dub of the Beast Wars Transmetal Cutting Edge episode with some additional clips from previous episodes. So very cool. Some interesting stuff getting shown there. Some stuff that we over here in North America may not have been able to see before, but neat. And I hope that somehow once they've kind of produced this and kind of uh, re-aired it or screened it, then it becomes becomes available for purchase online and stuff like that, and you know, you can get it digitally, that kind of thing. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, moving on to a new video game. So this video game came out, and I believe, yeah, it came out a few days ago. So the beginning of September. This game is called Starfield. I had to look it up because I am not into computer games or any real video games whatsoever. This is a game that is a sci-fi third-person shooter. And you're kind of going around the cosmos, kind of looking for stuff and killing things and whatnot. Anyway, there's a Transformers reference in it. So at one point during the game, you are asked a question you need to answer from 4 different answers. And one of the answers is the famous 1986 animated movie Universal Greeting. So Ba Weep Grana Weep Ninibon is one of those dialogue answers to pick. And that's pretty cool that's there. And Jeremy also pointed out that the one of them is also the Spaceballs code to the president's briefcase. So
yeah, remind me to change my luggage code.
All right, and the last thing that I have for us this week is Transformers EarthSpark video game. It's the EarthSpark Expedition. We have a official game trailer, and this looks pretty cool. Jeremy's going to play it on the screen there so you can see it. This looks neat. It's interesting to note that if you've watched Transformers EarthSpark, you'll know that the main character in the show is are the Terrans. The main character in this video game is Bumblebee. So they're, from what I can tell from the video game trailer, the Terrans aren't in it. I'm sure they're here somewhere. They've got to be, but it just seems to be, a standard video game with some transforming characters, which you can transform, which is cool. But the Terrans do not appear to be in it. The release date on it is October 13th, so coming up very, very soon. But you do have some bosses to fight at end of levels and stuff like that. It looks cool. It looks fun. I hope that the Terrans have a role to play in this somehow. I'm assuming they're going to be in like cutscenes or something like that, but it would be nice if they were a main character at some point. Bumblebee's cool and all, but the Terrans are really the point of the EarthSpark show. But anyway, let's move on. Jeremy, what you got? A couple things.
Yeah. The first thing I have is from the Goldman Sachs Communacopia and Technology Conference. Hasbro was there, and they were talking about the CEO Chris Cox was talking about right sizing their entertainment effort, which means downsizing. But in terms of video games, they said that there's a massive opportunity in licensing, and they're looking at things like, they're like Monopoly on the casual side, but on the hardcore side, you have like Transformers or G.I. Joe, or sorry, D&D or Magic on the hardcore side, but then Transformers and G.I. Joe fit in the middle, using that IP in a lot of different ways. And one of their things is they have a new division called Hasbro Retro Arcade that is going to be beat 'em up style arcade games, such as if you've played the recent like Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge game or similar games like that. It's basically just kind of mindless levels, you know, slashing, beating up enemies. Um,
Mhm.
and GI Joe: Wrath of Cobra is uh, the first project coming out of this retro arcade from Hasbro, but then it's likely a Transformers game is going to follow soon. And I don't know. This is a little interesting that we will get more Transformer games, but I'm not as big of a fan of this style of game as I am with a game that has a deeper story, like the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron games. I mean, even
Well,
the EarthSpark game, that looks like there might be some story there.
yeah. Well, you mentioned that, and we do know from from past show topics and news that they are planning to re-release those War for Cybertron games.
They're hoping.
Um, though they're hoping to, but that
Yeah.
is something that they are planning to kind of they have on a kind of a list of things to do. I do wonder whether, like, how many beat 'em up games can you just keep pumping out that are the same, just kind of reshells of each other, right?
Yeah.
Um, so if the War for Cybertron games would totally fit into a retro arcade kind of you know field. It's not an arcade game per se, but it could be a something for the retro side.
Yeah. I mean, I think these are going to be fairly casual games where you can just kind of jump into it, play, and you're done for a little while.
Hmm.
We do have can't remember the name of the game, but there is like a high end AAA style Transformer game on the horizon that we talked about a few months ago, and I would think that they're still going to license that out to the bigger video game companies, but this seems like an in-house. They are going to kind of just pump out some of these like mobile games and the more
Hmm.
simpler games. So
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it keeps the franchise kind of in the minds of casual gamers, which I think is good in general. So we'll see what comes of it.
Hmm.
The next thing we have is we referenced this in the intro. Hasbro has announced a new collaboration with the designer Bobby Abley, who is a UK designer. And this is a new line of sportswear, jersey essentials, and a tailoring line with Transformer theme inspired designs. And it's going to be available on the Bobby Abley website in the coming weeks. And uh, it's meant to kind of go along with Rise of the Beast and stuff, but some of these are more generic. Like you'll see this G1 Prime style thing, um, and whatever this is, this jacket, pant. I am not one that knows fashion and understands why people go for high fashion stuff. None of these look good in my eyes, but I am sure there are people that will like them. And for you, I hope you enjoy it. But for this is not for me, and it's just I don't know. I am more of a t-shirts and jeans kind of person. But if you're into high fashion, you can go to bobbyabley.co.uk and it will be available. And
Other than the material that this person is using, which I gotta say is probably really quite nice because they're a high end designer. What makes this different from anything that you can order off of T Public?
well,
You know,
I mean, well, this stuff, the jackets and stuff.
well, the shirt, your shirt you're looking at right now. Why
Yeah, I
can't
mean,
you order that off of T Public? It's
yeah,
a
I mean,
T-shirt.
what we have showing right now is their Pride tee, which I mean, it is a regular T-shirt, and this one is fine. It's the more high fashion concepts in here that
But I mean, you look at that Optimus Prime one or that stupid thing, right?
yeah,
The black long sleeve shirt with the Autobot symbol that's the full length of the shirt. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Why is that high fashion? And it looks god awful.
It looks like he's wearing something that's like 2 sizes too big for him.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, the jacket is fine. I'm just not one for a busy jacket like this.
My God, the jacket is so bad. I'm all for being like a Transformers fan and wearing my t-shirts and stuff outside, but I am not wearing a jacket like this is, and I am not a fashionista, but this is terrible. This is horrendous.
Yeah. I mean, the tees are fine. Even the Optimus Prime shirt that he's wearing in this one, that's just a long sleeve
It's a sports shirt. It's a sports shirt, like an Under Armour shirt.
And
right?
That's fine. I like those shirts. That's fine.
But but what makes that any different than anything you can get off of TeePublic? Right?
Yeah.
It's a long sleeve shirt. It's likely an Under Armour style shirt where it's
it breathes.
It breathes or whatever the hell the material is, right? But it's got Optimus Prime design on it, which has been done a bajillion times.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's wearing pajama pants.
To do that.
Right?
Right.
Pajama pants with Autobot logos on them. Okay, cool. Right? I don't get how this is high fashion.
We are not the target audience for this.
No. But we make our own fashion, right? We make it.
I would say if TeePublic started doing that material that the sports shirts are made out of, I think that'd be great. That's one thing I really wish that they would do. But yeah, this is just it's not. We're not the target audience. We probably couldn't afford it even if we wanted it. But yeah, that is.
I want to know how much that stupid white jacket costs.
Well, let's.
I bet you it's probably $5,000.
Let's go to Bobby Abley's website.
Yeah. Shop. I'm guessing that jacket's probably $5,000 or more.
Since the Transformers stuff isn't out yet, let's see. Come on, shop. Well, I mean, I clicked shop and nothing happened. Maybe they don't have anything available. Here's that Minion shirt, but I don't know. It makes it very hard to give you his money, or give him your money. Maybe it's a limited time thing where it's just like there's a drop of products. Oh, see, you're not even seeing what I'm seeing here. There.
Nope.
This is the Minion thing I was talking about.
Good Lord.
So these are. I don't know. I don't understand fashion and that whole fashion world. But since it looks like these are just like limited time drops, I'm willing to bet that we are much better spending our spare money on plastic toys.
Right. I wonder if there's an aftermarket for this kind of stuff.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, just like the sneaker world, I'm sure. Yeah.
I bought the Bobby Abley Optimus Prime jacket.
Yeah.
Anywho, I'm glad I'm not the target market for this because it's I don't know. I don't get it. So I'm an old man yelling at a cloud at this point on as far as fashion goes, but I've never been that kind of guy. Anywho, that's everything for media news. Let's move on to convention news.
All right, we got one thing for a couple things for convention news this week. The first one, I don't have it on the website, or don't have a website link for it yet, but New York Comic Con is coming up in October 12th through 15th. And Livio Ramidelli is going to be there in Artist Alley. So if you're going to New York Comic Con, go and find Livio's table and buy some stuff, commission some stuff. And then the next thing I have here is TFCon Orlando, just the next weekend, October 20th through 22nd. They have announced that David Sobolov is attending. He was the voice of
Not much.
Not much, just Shockwave and Transformers Prime, Blitzwing and Bumblebee, Depth Charge and Beast Wars, Battle Trap and Rhinox and Rise of the Beasts. And I believe he's also the voice of Ape Link at the very beginning of the movie. I think that was his voice too.
Oh yeah, I think I heard that as well.
So I mean, it's good that with the little bit of, I don't know if you've even heard Rhinox talk, but we got Ape Link. So
I think Rhinox had one line.
Yeah, from my understanding, he is just a great person to talk to, and so if you're going to TFCon Orlando, go and stop by and say hi and buy a picture and stuff.
Right on. All right. Well, I think that's gonna just about do it. This is a pretty short show. There really wasn't a lot of news this week. We're gonna do. We got some episodes of EarthSpark to review still. I know the guys did a couple while I was away. There's a comic coming out next week. I think.
Imagine the comic news is going to start. That hype is going to start hitting all the press releases and stuff.
Yeah. The let me see here. There for next week. Yeah. So the next Void Rivals comes out on the September 27th. So Void Rivals number 4.
So a week before the Transformers.
A week before the Transformers one. Yep. So that'll be cool. Make sure you've got if you're still reading Void Rivals, you keep up with it because they're likely gonna intersperse the storylines. So
and both of those books are ongoings.
Yep. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Transmissions Alt Mode. And before we end the show, we like to thank our Masterpiece Donatreons. So give a shout out to our good friends John 4X Levengood and Demon Tech 82. Thanks a lot, guys. We love that you love the show and that you like to hang out with us every now and then. I know that you guys hung out with these guys like couple weeks back, one show. I was listening to that show after the fact, and I want you guys to hang out and hang out with me as I feel left out now. But yeah, thanks a lot for being Masterpiece Donatreons, and we can't wait to hear some more voicemails. John, get on that, and Demon Tech, you can do one too. It's not John's voicemails. Everyone can do everyone can do a voicemail. I want to hear some voicemails from other people. Send us some voicemails about the Void Rivals if you're reading it. Let us know what you think and what you hope. You've got that. Jeremy, did you know that there was a 2-page preview of the Transformers book in the most recent Void Rivals that was out? Did you know that?
There's a 4-page preview out online.
4 pages.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of what's coming up in the new comic? You like the way it's looking so far? They're teasing us a lot. So what do you expect? Where do you expect the story to go? Make some predictions. I want to hear them. So let's see where we go with this. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we will talk to you later. Bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.